Good afternoon, all. CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Monday afternoon, February 24th. We're looking at window traders market profile of the ES and NQ. So even before M period really pushed low, the bulls did not accomplish anything today. The bears were in control, okay? Wasn't great control. They failed at a trend day down early, but they had the overnight low, they had value all day. They had the opening since A period. The bulls did raise POC in ES. They ended up lowering POC very late in NQ. And we didn't have an IB all day in ES. Now that's, again, the second time this year already in ES. Last year, once all year, and in 2023, twice all year. So 2 times already. NQ almost for the 3rd time, but they did get it. They got the IB low and go out with a price probe as they take out B's low. Righty goes out with nothing to lean on. They do have an 8 wide POC, but no afternoon rally high, no afternoon pullback. NQ goes out with the price probe and an afternoon rally high. Now, they were 8 wide, as was ES. Again, I don't carry that forward. Won't ignore it tomorrow, but going forward, if it doesn't get hit tomorrow, I'm not going to carry it forward. ES also goes out with an afternoon rally high in G, and that's it. Now, we have sell tails that held. Okay, ES, they got eaten into, and NQ, but they held. So XS ended one auction this morning and began another, which pushed down. But it took all day, in NQ's case, to take out the IB low, and in ES never did. Another big thing that occurred today for me, I'm calling the weekly down now in NQ. Some people won't. They'll call it balance, and that's fine. But the balance I was using, I'm going to call it down. We're both down on the daily. ES is not down on the weekly because we have not taken out the weekly low of 59.50 and a quarter. If we do that, they could go down. They got into the single prints from February 3rd, but did not fill them. Are we going to finally start making some headway towards the 200-day moving average, which we haven't seen in over 14 months, right? That's the question. Don't know the answer to it yet. I had a decent day. Let's go over it. So in A period, had a very good start to the day. A period and NQ. I was ebbing and flowing shorts. I did not get the overnight low. It happened so fast. Didn't happen. I couldn't get it. But I had a nice A period anyway because I had a great range. NQ did over $10 today. ES just missed getting in the top 10 range with just about $6.40 in SPY. So it still was a good period in A. Then B period got A's low and also made money on ebb and flow trades with the single prints at that time. Same in C period to start. But then I thought we were going to get the overnight low, got in, ended up costing me. I gave back 40 points, which really ticked me off. Still up on the day, but I gave back 40, which I didn't like. I did take another short in D when we filled the single prints, which paid the first time in NQ. And then I didn't short anything with these afternoon rally highs. I was busy. I missed half back in E period at the time. F period I was eating, but that was these are visual shorts against Friday's low. So definitely could have taken some. I did not. Same with ES against the opening. ES tried to get into the 3rd distribution all day, kept getting kicked out. NQ couldn't even get into the lower distribution after A period. And then I took a trade in I to stop the one-time framing, which I did okay on. But this is a perfect example. These shorts up here are innovative trades because you're one-time framing up, even though the value is lower. And you do have a visual out. You had the opening in ES, and you had yesterday's low in NQ. But this trade in I that I took is probably the better one because now you stop one-time framing. But somebody brought up a great point in the room. You know you're out at G's high. Where's your out if you take this short looking for it to do what it did this afternoon? And that's a good question, right? That's why you have to play smaller and widen your stop, because your out really isn't unless they were to come back up in I period and take out H's high. Now, I don't know where the 144 was at that point. I remember telling them. But look what happened. Once we stopped the momentum buying and short covering, look at the rest of the day. I, J, K, L, and M. That's 2.5 hours. They just buried these things. So, again, I only took the one in I. Oh, that's not true. I actually took a short on the turnover in M because it was pretty aggressive towards the end of L, and I actually lost money on it. Not a lot, but I took it off, and then that was it. I said, I'm not doing it again. And then look what happened. Boom. So, still made money on the day. Nothing great, but I think we saw the market well. As far as destinations go, in ES, the high of the day is, look at that, 60.60. The afternoon rally high is 48.50. And today's low is 94.50. And they filled single prints from the 3rd almost a month ago at 89.50. SPY's high, 601.85. Afternoon rally high. I'm sorry, that's the afternoon rally high. SPY's high is 603.03. Then that afternoon rally high. And then today's low of 596.49. SPY never got into those single prints from February 3rd. Okay? And then let's look at the chart. So here's ES first. So the weekly did not take out. I said I'm using the weekly low of February 3rd. We haven't gotten it yet. So to me, it's still balance. Okay? And Q, I'm calling it down. Now, some people might have been calling NQ up. But please remember, this chart looks differently. The Q's chart looks differently than NQ. Triple Q's made all-time highs. NQ never did. So you could have called Q's up. If you did, then you can say this is balance. But in NQ, it was definitely still balanced for me. And since we took out the last 2 weeks ago's low, to me, that's why I said we've just gone from balance to bear. Hope that makes sense. And then on the daily, in ES and SPY, it is down. So the 200-day moving average, excuse me, is at 569.07. Haven't seen it in a long time. So it remains to be seen if at some point we do. And one other thing, let's look at IWM. Look at this. We said Friday they got below it. One day doesn't make a market. Well, this is the second day. Just to put things in a little bit of context. Last year, they barely breached it twice and never closed below it all of 2024. Same with NQ. Well, here we are, first time, or second day in a row, closed below it in IWM. Again, are they the canary in the coal mine, giving us a little bit of a heads up to what ES and NQ might look to do? We'll see as time goes forward. Again, volume, nothing great, 46 million. Above average, same with triple Qs, NQ, but it's pretty crappy considering the ranges we've had. Thank you for liking and subscribing to this channel. Hope you had a good day trading. Enjoy your evening, and we'll speak prior to the opening tomorrow.